Very well, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Handshakes all through. The game is here. One of the biggest matches on the card tonight. British versus Fahad. Great. Thank you very much for keeping us company through the day. We are here with the biggest match yet between Fahad and British. The lag seems to be determined in favor of Fahad. One of the remaining gallant soldiers of the Mchana Pool Club. In the tournament. By the way, there's the Mchana best player called Alan. Just learned that he has a twin. I looked at a guy today and I was like, no, wait. Alan, is that you? Is that you, Alan? This guy just had to explain himself and say, no, come on, I'm not Alan. But I look like Alan, I'm his twin. It's very interesting there. But Alan seems to have put in a little bit more weight than the twin brother. So that's the only differentiator. Otherwise, everything else is a spitting image of Alan. He can basically be mistaken for Alan anywhere. British with a cue ball in hand. That's out of a foul break by Fahad. Decides to close the table of the yellows while nudging off what could have been nice red for the opponent just off the pocket. Now he wants to work his way through this one. There's one yellow that is frozen on the long rail on the right. That could be his only concern for now. Drop us a comment. Tell us if you're enjoying the commentary and the quality of the pictures delivered by a very, very powerful team here. Apollo doing a solid job to just ensure that the technical elements of streaming are taken care of. This is 100% delivery. Very good job. Very nicely done. British on the yellow to the bottom right. Not exactly what he wanted. Gives a chance for Fahad to make a visit. Will he get a chance to come back, British? Can be a very, very convincing shooter, Fahad. Remember the story we were talking with Karuchi about in the morning? About, players that you can rely on to save a life. If it comes down to one frame. So one of them was BK. BK has just played on this table in the last game. The other one was Colin Stoway, who, by the way, has just been knocked out of the tournament by none other than Jeff from the Kasarani Pool Club in a very nail-biting match. Ended 5-1 in favor of Jeff. It's a very interesting scoreline there. And then we have King Fahad, who makes the last entry on that list in no particular order. So today you are basically feasting on buffet. This is the best this tournament has to offer in terms of the caliber of players that are playing tonight. Now look at that kind of shooting there. He already has his eyes on the black. He needs to go for a top right to come round back the black. Oh, goodness me, I didn't know that ball is passing. Wow. That's a bullet. Good job. Well done. Great, guys. I was just catching up on the side with Cyrus Minor about the pattern that British followed to his victory on frame number 1. Drops something, yellow balls. Most likely closing the table on the yellows. The red balls look a little bit unkind, I might say. Well, honestly, to say the least, is the way British is shooting. The way British is shooting is going to cause trouble for Fahad. A lot of trouble. He has this very firm and not too pacey shots, just very firm and straight and almost very assured. There's a way he plays that gives you confidence in his abilities to run out frames. Gets snookered. Now he has some hard job to do. It's the reprieve that Fahad was always waiting for. I think, yeah, he's gonna make the most of it. Fahad being Fahad, he's gonna make the most of it, I think. I think Samuel, aka British, wanted to achieve a little bit more with that shot than just potting the ball. He was playing for position as well, but that's the cost of trying to go for a... You see a lion in the jungle, just trucks down out of 500 gazelles, just trucks down one, and with a ruthless focus pursues it and will always get it and bring it down. And that's how, you know, the game of pool has a lot of strategy to play, you know. If you find yourself torn between making a shot and obtaining position, just know that you're almost not making the right decision there. I think rather pick one outcome and then execute with ruthless efficiency, military precision. That's how you win pool matches. Yeah? I know some of you on the stream are wondering and asking, come on Evans, but if you're saying that, why don't you just do that and win the tournaments? Come on. You guys will need a commentator, right? So when I get to play the final, I'll be busy. Very busy playing the final there. So I'll try to just probably sit in my chair here and voice the actions of the players there, but I think, give it a chance. I'll be doing exactly that, get a chance, make very deep commitment to an outcome and go for it. Very lucky by Fahad there. Lucky snooker. And it's a very technical snooker. There's no way it's not very easy. It's not very easy. He actually needs to come off not less than 2 cushions. British. Not less than 2 cushions. And he wants to actually make a bounce around the bulk line, and so that he can find the yellow behind the... Okay, now look at that. Something fancy. Something fancy coming up. Something fancy. Not so bad. It's well done. Nice attempt. It's a foul anyway. It's a game of absolutes and almost never counts. It's the sad thing about this game. So you cannot say that, I think I almost won. No, it's just that you lost. Almost winning is called losing, in other words, in pool. So no middle grounds. No draws. Well, there can be draws in pool, yeah. So scratch that. But the draws will always have a way to be determined to separate the winners from the losers, or better yet, to separate the boys from the men. Look at that. It's a beauty. Fahad Farah is pulling one back. I want to see where he hits that cue ball, because a lot of players get very tempted when they get to that point. He's going for a bottom left, bottom right. It's a bottom right. Played well there. Should pot it easily. Let me find you the results of the game between Morgan and Nelio. I think that game was played on table number 1. Fahad pulls one back. He's very silent today, The ever noisy fans of the Mchana Pool Club would be in full voice, especially if things were not looking up. But I think so far so good. They still have quite some representation. Let me very quickly get to the comment section. Hava seemed to be having a very nice time on the stream. Predicted a Fahad Farah win. Hava, you say quality equal best. Of course, best is the only available option. We don't have any other. So what are they called? So there is like good, then there is better, right? And then there is best. What do you call those? What do you call those, Apollo, in English? They used to have a name, like for descriptive, like more and most, many, more, most. Yeah. Apollo seems to want to remember. I'll give him time. It's very likely that his English teacher is actually also watching live. Yeah, so thing is that among the available options for the quality of the stream, best is the only option, so you can be sure of that, Hava. Thank you so much for your good words. Let's look at, there's Norman Nye on the stream as well. Very good shooting from Fahad as we get some updates from the comment section. Norman Nye says, top live stream and the best ever commentary, Mr. Okasha. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. And by the way, guys, I took a sabbatical, if you guys noticed. Been away from the space for a number of months. Sometimes as a man, it's good to disappear and go and work on yourself and reinvent and rediscover yourself and relaunch back into the space of the living. A new man. Within that time, I think I've achieved quite a number of things. I've had a new baby, by the way, guys. Just worked very hard and yeah, got a new baby. Yeah, can you imagine that? Let me ask like Trump. Can you imagine that, guys? Worked very hard. Got a spunking new baby. And this is okay. This is like okay. Let's be clear here. It's a baby, the small baby that cries. You know, right? Just to be clear, it's yeah, that one. Yeah. So, right. That is number 9. Thank you so much. Have a with quite a bit of reactions. You're saying Okacha anajichocha, chocha. Well, not exactly. I think I'm one very analytical person, and I love data. I'll be very happy to be discounted on anything that I have claimed ever since this stream started. If it's about cleaning Andrew Kibe, goodness me. So I won 10,000 yesterday. I still have a balance of 7,000. I spent 3,000 on 2 beers and a bottle of water and a bag of chips and what else? And some tips, by the way. I tipped some waitresses yesterday. Beautiful ladies doing the Lord's work diligently. Ah, lovely. Mchana is the place to be, guys. Come on. So, while I'm at it, British is working very hard to try and pull away. Humphrey Huncho, you say, no chance for Mchana players this time. Well, let's see about that. Hava says Mchana is winning. It's quite some exchanges there between Hava and Hancho in the commentary section. Reynard Kibet, you say, is the umpire the guy from Uganda, Titus? Oh my goodness, do you know Titus? Yes, this is Titus. He's very long. Yeah, and lanky. Keeps blocking the camera and we have to deal with him every time. But that is Titus from Uganda. You know Titus? Should I say hi to him, Reinhard? I could say hi to him for you. Hava, you say, kumbe you married na ilikuwa nikulete msupa. Ah, goodness me. So Kibe will be joining the commentary box so we can pick up that conversation afresh. Hava. He has very, very interesting viewpoints of that institution. Just to be very clear, I do not agree with those perspectives. I am against those perspectives. Let me be very, very clear here. But I think let's keep it come over and we shall have a conversation around that. I will say hi to Titus Reynard. Yeah, but it's true. Let's get back to this game. And I hope you guys are loving the experience, the Mchana classic experience. Very nice, bottom right, attains perfect position. This game is over. And by the way, in the game between Jackson Mrefu versus KJ, I think KJ has officially received his admission letter to the Kivumbini Institute of Dust and Technology. The guy is seeing very bad things on table number 2. Oh my goodness, it's been cleaned out 5-0. What do you say to your son when you go home, really? Because you can be beaten, in a game of pool, but that scoreline, man, it's embarrassing. It's really bad. It's really bad. So Fahad Farah for the second black. Dang wins it 2-1. Hava, you say, I am Kiba's producer. Oh, Hava, now I get it. YouTube can be tricky. You say, tell that ref to stop passing. Okay, great, Hava. I think I'll call the ref over and I'll tell him to stop passing, so you can really hear me say it. But good job with what you're doing together with Andrew. Referee Titus has to stop a game on the next table to basically bring concentration to the players and avoid interruption. Let me just catch up with Pasio on how that game ended. I remember commentating on that game, and then I walked away to the ladies' quarterfinals as well. Cut break, ball number 2 yellow. Comes out right. Do you know that nothing also has a sound? Yeah, that's called a loud sound of nothing. So yeah, Fahad basically gets back to the table on what looks like a very potent pattern of the yellow balls. Just needs to pot one across the table and pick a pattern. I think he's trying the center pocket. Solid shooting. He's gonna come back to the bottom right corner pocket and then emerge from the right side of the table behind the 2 yellows. With some control, he can actually pot the yellow closest to the long rail into the center. Well, with that pace, he's going to go for either that or the yellow to the top left corner pocket. While at it, he will want to nudge the yellow ball closer to the long rail, a little bit off the cushion, so that he develops it further with the same shot. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I have played pool for quite a number of years. Goodness me, that is straight shooting. Look at that. He's very strong in that kind of shots. Fahad. And now he needs to find what to do. If he plays the yellow by the corner pocket, it means he's going for the game. I think that would be a little bit premature and not patient enough. Seemingly it's what he really wants to do. Maybe, maybe not. By the way, talking about the amount of years that I've played this game, and I've watched a lot of pool, by the way, for so many hours, and every time I watch pool, I learn something new. Oh my goodness, that's very good play. He needs to come for the yellow now, just up table, and then he transitions back down with very easy natural angles. The 2 yellows go to the corner pocket on the right, top right, but this yellow has to go in for the bottom right, and after that, then I think that should really be it. Seems to not like my thinking, Fahad Farah, and it's okay because even Sokacha is a pool commentator. Well, a very good player as well. Just beating some well-known players. And by the way, I keep mentioning, oh goodness me, it's beauty. That's really nice. Lovely. And that's why he is Fahad Farah and I'm Ivan Sokacha. Just sitting on a chair and blabbering a lot about some pool matches. Reynard Kibet, you say, yeah, I know Titus. He was really a Caesar diehard. Hava, you ask, who's winning? Oh my goodness, that's a very beautiful run out. He went for the game, and Fahad Farah seems to be making a very, very clear intention of the title. He's going for it. He is going for it. Fahad Farah wins it. It's 3-1. How are you asking? Who's winning on the ladies' side? Okay. I have a number of ways to answer your question. But the general answer is that, you know, ladies always win. So there's nothing like ladies' side. Just anything. Just think about anything, right? Think about your girlfriend, for instance, and an argument tonight, right? Yeah. So, Hava, right now, you just flip your phone and you see a text message from your darling girlfriend or wife. She says, what time are you coming back home? We need to talk, right? So you have enough time to prepare your material, right? Ah, goodness me. All the time in the world. Put your very solid material together. And then before you get to the door, you breathe in. A very hard one. Then you breathe out. Then you go in. You say, Konini, right? And you go in. Every time you do that, you just never win, right? So that's the first answer. But the second answer for you is that the ladies, PR Njoki has made it to the semi-final, beating Fancy Chalagat. The scores there were 4-0, very convincing. I'll be finding you the other scores just now. Let me pull up the Q score. And by the way, let me post the Q score on the comment section so you guys just get very clear updates there. Yeah, I was just saying there that I've just posted the ladies' Q score brackets on the comment section. You can click and just track how your favorite lady players. Oh my goodness, that's a beauty. Sometime this gentleman, especially I want you to mark that, especially when Colin Steway is knocked out of the tournament and Fahad is still in, there is a very, very different style of play that he brings on. I don't know if it's about Collins being knocked out, but I know that Fahad somehow just switches on something else in him, and he becomes a beast in a human body, and he can be very, very devastating to play against, to say the least. Hey Jeff, how have you been? So last time I talked to you, Jeff, you told me you're going to Rwanda, and you were not picking my phone calls, Jeff. Let me just put you out to dry on this one. Why you want? Hey Jeff, let me dial your number just now. Let's see. Jeff, please pick my phone call and just say hi to everybody here. Right, there's Jeff. Call Jeff 0725 M-Pesa. Jeff, can you confirm if you're seeing something on your ends, please? Just sent you some moolah, man. I'm a good guy. Let me see.
Subscriber cannot be reached. Samahani, mteja wa namba.
Jeff, see what I'm talking about? Your phone is off, Jeff. You changed your number a lot. But that's okay. Anyway, back to this game. But I've sent you some beer money. Enjoy yourself. I'm a very generous person. British. Chops it to the top right corner pocket. Really love your company, guys. I really love how you keep us all engaged in the commentary booth, and how you just make our creative juices flow. So Jeff says, I'm not in Kenya. Okay, Jeff. Okay, it's a fair point. It's okay. Enjoy yourself and safe trip back home. Lux Kamboy, you say, confirm for me if Lotto and Jeffrey Kibet are still in the race. Now, let me tell you something about that. Oh, I'll come to you last, but let's respond to Victor Bogonko, the top follower. You say, hi, Okacha, has Simiyu and Yegon begun? I'll be getting those details in a short time to come, but back to you, Lux. Brian Kiptalam was dispensed by Collins Steway. It was the first game. A very unlucky draw for both of them, anyway. And then we have Geoffrey Kibet. Geoffrey Kibet is, let's say he lost the time he lost and he started traveling. Right now he will be in the Timbuktu area, which is very far from here. Yeah, so he lost a long time ago. That's my point. And he lost to Dominic Minor of the Kasarani Pool Club. He lost 5-2, by the way. Not a very decent scoreline, but he plays well. Plays very well, actually. But his best was not enough for today, or for yesterday, actually. Fahad snookered. Needs to go for a kick shot. Finds it, and almost very effective. Not where he would have wanted to leave it. This game has now become very technical. It's gonna be a slow one, this one. I like how the numbers are soaring. A lot of guys on the stream. Thank you so much for the support. We love it. We totally love it. keep sharing the links with your friends in the pool fraternity. Ian Kimayo, you say we need to learn on how to solve problematic problems. Okay, so let's dissect your statement, Ian. So you say, first you say we need to learn. Okay, who's we? Who's we? You and who, Ian? Because the guys that you're watching now, oh goodness me. Now let's look at that, for instance. Problem ball. Resolution. Right? That's exactly what you're saying. So let's rephrase that and say, let me put it for you here. We need to say Ian Kimayo needs to learn how to solve problematic balls. Very nice. That's how we say it, right? It's really good to have you on the call today, Ian. Now, Ian, I was just thanking you very much thank you very much for your company, delightful company and engagement, by the way. Have you say call? Call what? Innocent Musundi, you say, where can one see the tournament tree and see how many players are left? So if you look at what I've posted in the comment section, it's called a Q score bracket. You'll see that for the ladies. I can share the same for the men, even for the teams, if you want to. If you want me to do that, just say yes on the comment section and I'll do it. I'm here at your service. It's what I came for. Look at that. Is that not a problematic ball? How about that for a resolution, Ian? Now, British is not your average player. This guy is solid, rock solid. Snookers himself. Innocent Musundi, I'll be doing that very briefly, just shortly from now. Jeff, you said you were waiting for my call. Jeff, you just been... Oh, that was nice. That was a very nice kick shot there. To land on the ball and make it, and now he's on to the black. He's fighting really hard, British. Really, really hard. So Ian Kimayo says Kenyans, together with himself, need to learn how to solve problematic balls. Very well noted. Titus bungles it. Titus, how are you? The referee, Titus, won't answer my question, but seems very committed to his job. I'm just trying to bother him a bit. Just trying to get under his skin. And I wanted to just say, Reynard Kibet has said hi to you. But, now guys, by the way, some very big news coming in just now. Very, very big news coming in right now. Kelvin Yegon is trailing 3 frames down to Brian Simiyu of Team Kenya. How about that? We had Kelvin Yegon in the studio. You guys might remember. You guys might remember that. Early morning. Kelvin Yegon. Oh, it's a cracker of a match, that one. It's a TV table match. We could have brought that live to your homes and screens, but we can only broadcast one match, only one TV table. But I'm sure that match is going on elsewhere on a different stream. I'll try find out the details for you. But in the meantime, guys, I hope you are enjoying yourself and enjoying the quality of the game, which is very high, by the way. Fahad is behaving like a hungry lion. Just slowly stalking the prey, and I think he's won this frame. I think he's won it with a stun shot. And the last yellow to the center ball. That's it. It's done. Oh, goodness me, that's something. Wow. That's a big shot there. Very, very big shot. I thought the yellow could pass. He really did need to resolve it. But Ian, back to you and your comments. So let's keep dissecting it further. So of all Kenyans, 60 million. Now we have removed Fahad from that list because you see that he... Oh, beauty, beauty. I called it 4-1 for Fahad very early on, guys, and you can see that I can predict quite a lot of things in this game. What I can not only tell you is who's going to win, because the field is still packed with extremely talented players, and it's anybody's game. I want to thank all of you, the 94 of you watching live tonight. I'd really appreciate if you can share the link with your friends and neighbors and colleagues. Just go to your WhatsApp group for your church today and just copy the link of the YouTube channel, especially the video, the live video, and paste it there and say, yeah, you guys can watch this as well. This is like God-given talent, is it not? So it fits in as well, somehow. Try to force it to fit in. Just go there and say something nice about how young players in Kenya are using their talent to, change their lives. And say, yeah, it's what our good God expects. So, honorable church members, please support by liking, by subscribing as well. That would really be nice. We'd really appreciate that. I think there's a big game upcoming, football game. United versus City. Two teams that have nothing to write home about this season. Going on at about 6:30 p.m. If there was an outcome that all teams could lose a football match, that would be my preferred outcome for that particular one. Let the referee win that game, actually, I think. If there was a chance, we just like say to Mark Clattenburg, you're the winner with whatever goals against both teams. Everybody just go home. You don't know how to play football. Back to this match. Fahad is unplayable. He is unplayable because the way he's shooting is out of this world. He's playing very, very well. Getting it's foul. I didn't think that ball was going though. He didn't have to commit. He didn't have to. This is where you want to see the best in British, because when you give such players a chance, all you can do is sit back, relax, and wait for trouble. Because surely trouble will find you. With a look on Fahad's face, he knows what's coming. Definitely knows what's coming. Starts by developing a problematic red ball fast the long rail, and now starts with a mega plan to run out the table. Innocent, I've just posted a link on the comment section for you and for everybody else watching live for the men's Q score. When you click on that link, you basically can be able to track the entire tournament And I want you guys to pay attention to one player called Andrew Kibe, who lost his first match in a very... Okay, let me check that back. So just look at the whole Q score and then look at the number of players, but you might be a little bit interested to track that results for Andrew Kibe. Was really whips convincingly. Ian Kimayo, you say, I'm impressed by the Fahad shots. And you said that Kenyans, together with yourself, need to learn how to... Let me just get that straight again. Yeah? Need to learn how to do what? Resolve problem balls? So a few moments ago, I just told you about how players of British's caliber. Look at that. He is extremely precise. Lux Camboy, you say you ain't seeing the link. How aren't you seeing the link? Is the last comment before yours? Is anybody else seeing the link, by the way? Maybe let me just check, because feedback is feedback and I totally appreciate it. Well done, Kibitok. I cannot see the link. Kindly share. Okay. Yeah, then I think I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Let me check with my director if the link is visible on his output monitor. Is the link visible on the comment section? The link for the Q score? Hava, where's the link? Okay, come on. Well, come on, guys. I get the point. It's okay. I see there's no link. You guys have said there's no link. It's okay. Let's work on the link. On the comment section. Really? No link? Okay, fine. Let's try get that sorted. British trailing 4-2 for Hadfara. British has taken a toilet break. Must have been a very quick one. That toilet break. Very well, guys. Sorry about the technicalities of sharing the Q-Score link. We are in very close consultation with the technical team, and that will be sorted very shortly. Ian, are you watching this? Talk about resolving problem balls. Are you learning something today, Ian? I will be on your case, Ian. You will remember this day because I think Kenyans are playing very, very good quality pool now. So thing is, I have shared the link on the comment section, but it is not showing, and I have confirmed that it is actually not showing. Josh Sharana, you say, Okacha, there has been a debate about who's Kenya won, and everyone has their own opinion, which is perfectly fine. According to you, who is Kenya won, and what factors do you base your opinion on? Goodness me. Now let me tell you, I have an exam for something I'm studying tomorrow, and that looks like an exam question there, Josh. And I don't like exams. I don't. Nobody does. Yeah? Ati what factors? That's how. Hey, bana. What factors? How do you just ask somebody about factors? Surely. Ati what factors? Bro, come on. No, it's not fair, Josh. But I'll answer the first part of your question. Yeah, the honest answer is that I don't know. And because I earlier told you that I am a very analytical person and I love data. I make a lot of decisions based on data, so the data that I have now is not like, the kind of data that you say is verifiable. Why am I saying that? If you're an ardent follower of the Kenyan pool, then you know very well that, for instance, Kisto Sisenda, the #1 referee in Kenya right now, has been keeping a very good track of all players that participate in tournaments and even grading tournaments, saying that this is a golden tournament. Oh, this is not a golden tournament. Some emotions flying there. Just before Fahad plays, he felt interrupted. And for sure he felt affected. Felt affected there. And probably he wants to relate that miss to that interruption. Yeah, I can understand that. But back to your question, Josh. So if you follow through what Kisto has done, which is great work, you might want to probably talk about the credibility of the data in terms of, deciding which tournament to rank and which one not to. And then, you see, not all players attend all tournaments, and that means that, you might disadvantage players who are not traveling to events, but they can still have the same claim of being Kenya's #1 pool player. So my best answer to you is that I will only rely on the last selection, official selection that we have, not for the ranking, but for the Kenya team. And we have 8 best players in Kenya that are known to all of us. One of them is Brian Simeyu. The other one is Moses Kimani. The other one is Colin Stoway. There is Cyrus Minor. There is Pasyong, and there is Silvano Weru. Who am I leaving out? Yeah, so that'll be how I answer that. About factors. What factors do you base your opinion? Let's forget about that. You don't ask a man about factors, surely. Factors, you ask the government. What factors is the government considering? That kind of, yeah, come on. So British was complaining about the possibility of Fahad touching the yellow ball that was ahead of him before he played the red. Now Fahad has to go. It's a big shot, that one. He has to go for a big shot. He has to just flog it round. I think British pulls one back. To bring the proceedings to 4-3. Cookie British. Pulls one back. A lot of support from KK, Jeffrey Kibe. Now, something is happening here on the background. See, as a commentator, one of my duties is to ensure that you have the perfect feel of the environment here described in words. So there's something that is happening here. Just as the game is shaping up, the Mchana believers are beginning to gather on the sides, and there's some voiced support that is beginning to come out. And this happens every time a Mchana player is under attack or on the back foot. This happens all the time. This place could burst into cheering any time from now.
Thank you, Cookie. Thank you. Let's go.
Very ferocious break there from British Cookie. Quite a bit of support from the background. Now let me tell you, one guy that is watching this game, I think he was streaming this game before and he stopped doing that. He came to watch the game live. His name is none other than Collins Toway, watching this game from the stands. Thank you very much to all the 100 of you watching this game live. I totally appreciate the support. You lend credence into the work that we do, and we don't take that lightly. Oh my goodness, that is sublime. That is sublime. Oh my goodness, British is clinical. He was very clinical with that shot. Played very well. The First Ladies semi-final is ongoing. Now, the Mchana believers are in full voice. Man of the center, Titus, is almost a man under siege. Every single of his decision will be dissected with a lot of interests from whoever it may be. But there could be a very good chance that we could be set up for a decider. That's why we love this game. That's what we live for. British sometimes has a lot of off-the-table tactics. Very good shooting there by Cookie. He has brought this game back from the dead. I mean, this is something akin to Lazarus, you know. Lazarus was as dead as a dodo. That's how it's said in English. As dead as a dodo. Cookie wins it. It's a clear 4-4. And now here we are set up for a decider. I mean, the story of Lazarus. Solid shooting. Very good shooting. Now we have a game in our hands. Officially, ladies and gentlemen. Rising from the ashes like a phoenix. British Samuel Ngogi brings this game back to life. And now it's right about time. He has the momentum on his side. That is the biggest advantage he has here. He set us up nicely for one frame. I remember mentioning a lot of things about players within the Mchana ranks that can deliver the goods when it comes down to one frame. Do you guys remember my lineup? Anybody that remembers that lineup, I think I might have a prize for you. Just put it in the comment section. Write to me the 3 names that I mentioned earlier today of the Mchana club players that can deliver the goods under pressure when it matters the most. John Kaminja, you say nice commentary, Mr. Okacha. Enjoying the game right opposite your position. It's amazing. And you following the commentary as well? It's interesting. John, you should watch it live. That's why people go to stadiums to watch it live, man. Thank you so much for your good words. Thanks so much. I appreciate. Fahad Osman Yusuf Farah for a break. We'll take it from the right. Cut break. Yellow ball. Incoming. Solid break. It's a dry break. I will try to take a photo of Collins Tuway, who's basically watching this match very closely, and now he's in full voice in support of Fahad. You guys remember what I mentioned about those two. There is how Fahad plays, especially if Collins is out of a tournament. This is not just now about him. This is literally about the club. Not the best position for Koki. All the eyes are on this game right now, across the building. Necks craning all over the place to catch a glimpse of this match. This place is full to the brim. Now that is sublime play. Wow, that is some sublime play there by British. Played very, very well. Nelson Patrick, you say good comeback for British. Let me ask you guys in the comment section, can you predict who will win this frame? Everybody, at least for engagement, just tell me something. Even if you don't believe in, well, you can even say the commentator might win this game, because I think I can. But share with us your thoughts. Who do you predict will win this game? This is going to be a very tactical game. Let's have those predictions flying in. Hava says Farhad. Let's keep them coming. Let's keep them coming. I need to see 108 responses, 108 watching this game live. Nelson Patrick thinks British. Hava Farhad. Okay, Hava, you can't rig this poll. Adrian Kinuthia, you say British. Now, the thing I was talking about begins to happen. James Minor says Farhad. Adrian Kinothia, I think I've mentioned British. This is now a very tactical frame. It's got to be very, very tough here. DJ Brownie 254, you say Farhad Osman Farah will win. Hava, aka Jeff, still thinks Farhad. Victor Bogonko, you say tactic play, Fahrenheit will carry the day. See what you did there. Peter Chobe of Peter Chobe Live, how are you, my friend? Watching live all the way from Kampala. It's great to see you on the stream, my friend. Peter Chobe, I'll be very happy if you can just share the link for this game. Let's take it out to the world. Totally appreciate your presence here. He's actually the official ambassador for the Ultimate Pool South Africa in Uganda. Top guy, this guy. This great guy. Peter Chobe, hi back. Emmanuel Atsango says Farhad has on-field tactics and British has off-the-field tactics. See what you did there. Dennis Robb, you say Farhad. Hava, you say they're all playing defense. Now the Mchana players, all the staffers are here. And they are shouting in full voice in support of one of their own. Eric Performer Lance, Kenya, hi back, and very well. Joash Charana is back with a paragraph. He wants to assess this game, so he says British is likely to win as players who come from behind often gain momentum. The player who's ahead is typically, faced with increasing pressure, which can result in more mistakes. Josh Charana, what do you do for a living? By any chance, are you a teacher? It's very elaborate, and actually his statements are very well punctuated. Have to love it. I don't see that very commonly. Boniface Kariuki thinks of a British win. This game has now become very interesting. It's going to turn on its head in a very short time to come. I feel like something big is just about to happen. Something real big. And the support keeps growing. The support, something else. You have to love this sense of community that the Mchana team has built around the squad, including the staffers. Should see the beautiful waiters shouting themselves hoarse, like I was doing yesterday, by the way, when I was beating Andrew Kibe. You guys can now feel the vibe, and I called it, honey. I told you something is happening. I told you something is happening. And for sure, something is happening here. British. It's very interesting dynamic, especially if you know the pool space very well. Now British asks all the fans to remain silent. Talk of tactics. Talk of tactics. He's a man of tactics, many tactics. Hava, you say, let's bet this or gotcha. It's okay, Jeff, we can bet, but only if your phone is on. Phone is off all the time. I think Farhad has a very, very realistic chance here. It comes down to knowing the moment when to attack, when to make that dash to the finish line. goodness me, he missed it. He missed it. And what was that about? What was that about? Madness. That's crazy. How did that happen? Goodness me. In ordinary occasions, I'll be shouting myself hoarse. But since I'm seated very close to the players, I literally have to whisper. I hope I'm even audible to you guys. Feel like I'm in... Oh, goodness me. British has committed a foul. British has committed a foul, and that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, the game has turned on its head. Tell you what, boy oh boy, this is it now. We have come to the conclusive end, the business end of this match. Boniface Kariuki says, Brito, maybe not just yet. Not if Fahad is shooting the way he is. I think it's over. I think it's over. We all know it's over. British will not forgive himself. He's committed a foul. Some one last turn up down the road. Okacha, where's your money? Yeah, my money is in my M-Pesa account, and some of it is in your phone, which I sent you not so long ago. That's where my money is. Oh my goodness, this game is a gift to humanity. Fahad Farah, if he goes beyond this, I think there's no stopping him. I think there's no stopping him, but this is a game that we want to see. Gets an angle. That is the right angle. Now he needs to roll that ball with extreme precision. You should see this place, guys. Fahad Osman Farah, stand up for the champion. The top right corner pocket shall be the recipient of a rocket from King Osman Yusuf Fahad. That's how you play pool. He will take time. Goodness me. Was that a game over? Sumptuous. Fahad misses. Fahad misses. Mark the dates, mark the time. You will remember that. He is not known to meet from such distances. He has missed it. That might never happen again, not in your lifetime. So see it while it lasts. Goodness me, what is that? What is that? This game still has a few turns up the road. British going for a chop to the bottom right. He looks very committed. Fahad Osman Yusuf Farah wins it. This place erupts into celebration. He doesn't celebrate. He's lost in thought, Fahad. He's motionless because what has happened here, no words can describe. It's almost as if he's won a final. Chooses not to celebrate, shakes hands, but that is one of the most beautiful games of pool you will see in the Republic of Kenya. We have to bring it to a close. That has been tough, has been a long time coming. Fahad Osman Yusuf Farah marches into the knockout round of the last 16. Now he will walk out the crowd. Look at that. He will command his ground. Look at that. Beautiful. That's why. Final score, Fahad Osman Yusuf Farah 5, British 4. Goodbye, good evening, see you on the next one.